this is Jason from Wampler Pedals. I'm here today with Tom Quayle, and he's going to be showing you some of the sounds out of the new Dual Fusion Dual Overdrive, which is his new signature dual overdrive pedal.
So the first thing I'm going to do is basically show you the clean sound on the amp. We're using a Port City Pearl, which is a single channel, clean all the way up, hand wired through a 2x12 cab, which is mic'd up. That's the primary signal that you're hearing. I'm using my Fibonacci Roadmaster 56 guitar, standard kind of telly setup with single coils, and the clean tone sounds like this. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is show you channel 1. Channel 1, basically the sound that I was after was a kind of lightly clipping to fairly overdriven amp that was really transparent sounding. And I really wanted it to sound as amp-like as possible. I didn't want it to sound like a pedal, which sounds strange for a pedal, but I really wanted it to sound amp-like. And I think Brian's really achieved that. So what I'm going to do is basically show you two sounds. I'm going to give you a lower gain sound, or a lower drive sound as it's named on the pedal, and then a higher drive sound so you can hear the range of sounds. And I'm going to switch between different pickup combinations so you can really hear how well the pedal is tracking the guitar sounds and the pickup combinations. So let's have a listen to those two sounds now. Okay, so I've selected a sound on channel 1 now. I'll just run through that with you. So the drive control is a higher gain setting. It's above kind of 12 o'clock. Volume just under 12. And then the tone control just pulled back a little bit past 12 as well. The switch is in the smooth setting, which is in the upper position. And again, I'm just running through the Fibonacci, and I've got the neck pickup selected, and we get this kind of a sound. So the awesome thing about that sound is you can hear it's really transparent, it's incredibly dynamic, it's tracking my picking incredibly well. If I now switch to my bridge pickup, so the way it responds to the pickups is absolutely amazing, and if I play really quietly again, just the last little thing, just have a listen to how it responds to my pick dynamics. Okay, so what I've done now is basically I've taken the same channel, lowered the drive as you can see, and increased the volume a little bit to compensate for the drop in volume that you get. Now this is going to give you some lower gain kind of sounds. Now these are perfect for blues players, or even, you know, from any genre really that requires that kind of lower gain sound. So have a listen to again how dynamic the pedal is at this point. Now, the pedal at that point is kind of adding a little bit of grit to the signal. If I increase the gain all the way now, I'm going to go right the way to the highest gain setting on this channel. Have a listen to how versatile it is. This is absolutely insane. Brian has really achieved something great here. I'm going to increase the drive all the way. And obviously, I'm going to drop the volume back. Volume's now probably about, what would that be, about 10 o'clock. And now we'll listen to how much drive we've got. I'm going to drop down to the bridge pickup, and we get this. And fantastically, tracks pickup changes still and remains really transparent. Okay, so final thing I'm going to do now is just show you the switch on channel 1. Channel 1 switch goes from smooth to fat, which basically gives you a smoother kind of sound in the smooth setting, obviously. And then, as you'd expect, when you split it down, you get a little bit more volume and it fattens the tone up a little bit in the mid-range and then the bottom end. So here's the same thing played twice after flipping the switch. So. Flip the switch. Okay, so we'll have a look at channel 2 now. Channel 2 is a much more modern, more aggressive sounding than channel 1. Still got a character of smoothness about it though, which is great for fusion. This sound is perfect for all sorts of genres, from modern country through to classic rock and even out and out fusion sounds. There's enough gain on tap here just on this channel for that alone. So what we've got here basically on channel 2 is you can see the red LED. Switches down in the natural position. We've got throaty and natural. We'll demo the throaty a bit later on. Gain is just over halfway. Volume is just under halfway, and the tone is matching the gain setting. So I'm on the bridge pickup on my Fibonacci, and we get this kind of a tone. Okay, so as you can hear, it's a real kind of, it's still a nice smooth sound, but it's a little bit more aggressive, as I mentioned. Still low to sustain, great for those kind of legato lines, and there's even more gain on tap than we've got there, so you can really start to saturate things if you want. That's before we've even started stacking things. Okay, let's have a listen to a slightly lower gain sound now, and we'll do that just by lowering the gain on the pedal, and we'll check out the next switch in the upper position as well. Okay, so what I've done now is on channel 2, I've basically lowered the gain, raise the volume a little bit. Tone is exactly the same, but now we've flipped the switch up from natural to throaty. So it's given us much more mid-range in the sound. And this is really, again, very dynamic. Great for chords, actually. Have a listen to this. Okay, so I've now stacked channel 1 into channel 2. So on the pedal itself, there's a switch at the top here. I've set it so that we're going 1 into 2, just flicked it across to the right. On the pedal, drives are both just over 12 o'clock. There's an insane amount of gain on here for all kinds of styles. The amazing thing is with this pedal, no matter where you set the gain, it still retains that transparency and that kind of natural amp-like compression, so you can still hear every note of even complex chords, no matter how much gain you've got going. But for the sake of kind of just showing you a kind of versatile kind of sound, we've got the gain set up just over halfway. Tones, again, just under halfway. The pedal can get quite bright if you want it to, but I like my sounds a little bit less bright. And then volumes, again, kind of matched so that they're just under halfway. Here's the bridge pickup on my Fibonacci, and we get this kind of tone. Now check out how amazing it is when it tracks the pickup changes. Even though we've got this much gain and this much sustain, this is amazing. And it still remains spanky and transparent when I'm using my neck pickup. It's not got muddy at all. Okay, so we're now running channel 2 into channel 1. The way I've done that on the pedal is I've flipped over the switch so it says 2 into 1. And because we're just using one set of cables and the pedal doesn't have any digital switches in that are going to degrade the quality of the signal, it's pure analog all the way, we've cabled into channel 2 and then out of channel 1 across here. Okay, that gives us the signal path. The pedal's set up so that basically channel 1, the vintage channel, is providing the majority of the gain. Channel 2 is boosting. You can see the gain is set lower and the volume is set higher. Here's the volume for channel 1, set fairly low, volume for channel 2. Tones again set sort of just over 12 o'clock this time. We've got a little bit of a brighter, slightly more aggressive, more modern kind of tone. And this is the sound that we get basically using my bridge pickup on the Fibonacci. Again, tracks pickup changes really, really well. Tons and tons of sustain, again very transparent, but as I say, a slightly more aggressive, more modern sound, as we found with channel 2. So when we're driving channel 1 with channel 2, boosting in that way, we get that slightly more aggressive sound. So unbelievably versatile, and again, remember the gain, still set pretty low. We can get tons more gain and saturation out of this pedal. So you really can, if you want to go full on hair metal, get your spandex going, you can do that as well. Really, really versatile. Okay, so hope you've enjoyed this demo. Check out the sound clips on the Wampler site as well. And you know, go and check this out. This is such a fantastic pedal and I can't thank Brian enough for giving me this opportunity. So thank you very much. See you soon.